Well, welcome everyone to our Create Your Own Freedom WA event. Now, it's already the 23rd of January, if you can believe that. January is almost done. If you're watching this recording, someone that you know may think that what we're doing might resonate with you or someone that you know. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen in, and we hope you enjoy it. So for myself, my name's Beck. I've been involved in the Juice Plus business now for almost 2 years. And in that time, it's really changed not only our health, but also our finances, which is really exciting. We all know that the world is changing faster than ever. You only have to go to Coles or the airport to see that people's jobs are being replaced by machines. And all around us, there's this uncertainty around the workplace, which is causing a lot of stress in families, and that's not a good thing. And we know the cost of living is certainly not getting any cheaper. So we're excited to have found something, an opportunity to make money around what we do, which is awesome. For myself, I was traveling when I found out about this opportunity. Myself and my 2 little kids and my husband were in a caravan halfway across Australia, and I was actually looking for something for my health. I was feeling really, really run down. Having 2 very small children in a caravan is not the most restful holiday you could have. And so I wasn't getting much sleep. I was living off coffee and chocolate. And I was feeling really unhealthy. The whole purpose of the trip was to spend time with the kids, and I was really feeling like I just don't have the energy I need to actually really enjoy this. So when I saw a post from my friend Belinda about her magic beans, I rang her immediately and said, what is this all about? I was really quick to jump on the product, and what I found was that my energy just changed. In the first 2 days, I just felt almost like a new lease of life. And over the course of a week or 2, I was able to stay awake through the movie at night with my husband. He was very surprised to see I was still awake right to the end. And over the few months that followed that, I had a really bad eczema, and that cleared up. I also had a mouthful of ulcers because I was so run down, and all of those ulcers left. So I actually decided, after being on the product for 3 days, that I would look into this business opportunity. And what I found was, as I travelled around Australia in my caravan, so many people wanting to look and feel better, and so many people wanting to make some extra money to help them with their bills. So I'm really excited about this next chapter. Matt and I have decided to actually settle down, and we've moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, and this business, Juice Plus, has really helped us financially through that transitional year where Matt hasn't had much work. And yeah, it's been awesome to have this extra stream of income happening. So I'm really excited about how my team is growing and how I'm going to be able to basically provide a full-time income and more for my family through this business. So tonight we're going to have a few people sharing their stories, not only about the product but also about the business. So I'd encourage you to stick around and hear those stories. So first of all, we're going to chat about our amazing product. So I'm going to introduce Carlina, who's a beautiful mom with 4 kids. She's going to chat to us now about the product. So over to you, Carlina.
Thanks so much, Beck. Hi, everyone. So thanks for joining us tonight. So I get to talk to you about our amazing products. Juice Plus came into my life about 12 months ago, and at the time I had a lot of stress in my life, and as a result I was neglecting mine and also my family's health, and I was making really poor food choices, and we certainly weren't getting the recommended 9 to 13 serves of fruit and veg into our diet every day. I was so run down and tired that I was relying on Red Bull and chocolate to get me through the day, and my stress and anxiety actually got that bad that I was grinding my teeth in my sleep, and I actually snapped off my front tooth. So when I came across the product, it just made complete sense to me that by flooding my body with more fruits and vegetables, it was only going to help me. And this was a really super convenient and affordable way to do that. So within the first day of taking Juice Plus, I felt amazing. I had so much energy and I felt calm and happy for the first time in such a long time. And I'm happy to say that I haven't had nor needed a Red Bull since. My anxiety has also subsided and I no longer get stressed like I used to. So within a week of taking the products, each one of my kids actually came up to me separately and they said, wow, Mum, you've completely changed. Like, you're not complaining about being sick and tired all the time and you're not yelling at us. And that was a huge turning point for me because I realized just how miserable I'd been making their life. These are our capsules. We have the fruit, vegetable and berry. And they help bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And what I love best about this is that the ingredients list is real food with over 30 different fruits and vegetables. So you can actually understand what is in here. Now, the product's been around for 25 years and Juice Plus knew that kale was cool 25 years ago. They are actually the largest growers of kale in the world. The produce is grown on proprietary farms and we have records of these farms going back 3 generations to show that the produce is GMO free. The produce is grown exclusively for the Juice Plus company and it's grown using organic principles. The produce is picked at its peak ripeness when it's most nutrient dense and is taken straight to the processing plant. It's not cold stored like our supermarket produce and it's then put into giant blenders and pulped. And we actually keep the skin and fibre in, like the pip and everything. And then it's dehydrated at a really low temperature to avoid damaging the nutrients and enzymes. It's then brought down to a powder, so you have a concentrated whole food nutrition. So when we remove all the water, most of the sugars and salts come out as well, which is great for people on low sugar diets. And it's then put into a vegan capsule to preserve all the enzymes and avoid oxidization. So the product is tested to 1/1,000,000th herbicide, pesticide free, and it's considered yeast free, mold free, bacteria free. It's super clean. In fact, it's probably cleaner than organic eating because I don't know that the farmers that I buy my organic produce from are testing their end result. Who knows if sprays are blowing over from neighbouring farms. Now, our newest addition to the Juice Plus family is our plant-based omegas. Now, I don't know about you, but I could not stand the taste of fish oil and nor could my kids. So this product is great for people like us to get our omega-3s. Now, what we've done is we've cut out the middle fish and we've gone straight to the source that the fish get their omegas from. It's all cold-pressed plant-based omegas, and some of the ingredients include algal oil, pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthorn oil, raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and safflower oil. Now, I know from doing some of my own research that these ingredients actually contain naturally occurring omegas, such as 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you're getting the full range of omegas. Now, my kids chew these up because they're, I don't know if you can see that, they're actually flavoured with vanilla, orange oil, and rosemary oil. So my little 5-year-old, he can chew these up in his mouth and there's no fishy smell or fishy aftertaste. So Juice Plus is actually the most researched nutraceutical in the world. The research and science behind this product is amazing, with around 38 peer-reviewed gold standard clinical studies, which are all published in medical journals. Now, we're talking pharmaceutical grade research, so it's completely backed by science. I don't actually have time to go into all the research right now, but the 2 standouts for me are that the product is proven to increase your immune system and decrease inflammation. So disease and illness is a form of inflammation. So by eating more fruits and vegetables, it equals less chance of getting disease, which means a better immune system. The other standout for me is that the product is safe. So if you can eat fruits and vegetables, you can take Juice Plus. It's even safe if you're pregnant or breastfeeding and for kids of all ages. Now, something I get asked quite often is, what's the difference between Juice Plus and a supplement? A supplement is fraction nutrients that are usually synthetically derived, and our bodies can't actually absorb anything synthetic, which is why we get that bright yellow disco wee, because some of it will just simply pass out of the body. Our product is bioavailable, so because it's whole food, our body recognises it and it's absorbed into the bloodstream within 5 minutes and none of it is wasted. We also have a children's chewable version. So this is completely natural with no nasties or fillers. And they actually make it with fruit pectins to give it that gummy consistency. And some natural sugars have also been added. So, because as you can imagine, once all the sugar has been removed from things like broccoli and kale, they don't taste that great. So they're sweetened with tapioca syrup. Now, it's only around 1.5 grams per child serve. So when you compare this to a banana has around 17 grams of sugar. So it's actually really low in comparison. The best part is when you're taking the product, you can sponsor a child between the age of 4 to 18 to get theirs for free. And the child becomes part of a worldwide health study, which has over 1 million kids taking part so far. My kids love these and are craving more fruits and vegetables. And for 2 of my children, they've gone from being in wet wraps and using steroid creams for eczema to being eczema-free within 4 weeks of using our products. That was another really huge thing for my family, because if you've ever suffered with eczema, it's not a great condition to be living with. So the other amazing product that we have is our complete powders. Now, this is a vegan protein powder with a blend of superfoods, including broccoli sprouts, spirulina, mushroom powder, ancient grains, and the list goes on. It's put into convenient sachets to preserve the enzymes, and it's approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association. It's a perfect blend of your good fats, protein, and carbohydrates. Now, these are your macronutrients, and the capsules are your micronutrients. So your body needs both of these to run efficiently. My kids and I actually have one of these each morning on the way to school, blended up with some fruit to make a smoothie. And it's a great feeling to know that my kids are heading off to school with healthy, happy tummies, and they just think they're having a chocolate or vanilla shake. So when you combine the powder with the capsules, you're getting close to 70 plant-based ingredients into your diet every day, which would be really difficult without these products. I also love that when you're on the program, you get a lifetime membership for free into our Juicy Body Transformation program. Now, this is a Whole Foods healthy lifestyle program, and it's an online program created by Kira Westwick, who was a top 10 contestant back in 2014 on MasterChef. And it's loaded with hundreds of family-friendly, healthy recipes. And they're kid-friendly. That we have meal plans, shopping guides, Thermomix guide. We have a shred component for those that want to lose weight. And we also have other things like our gratitude programs and wellness programs. Now, what I love best is that there's no calorie counting and no deprivation. So it's all about eating real food and creating healthy cultures in the home, which is something that I'm super passionate about. So that's all from me about our products. I'm going to hand you over to Rachel now, and she's going to share a bit more of her story with us. Thanks, Rach.
Thanks, Carlina. So exciting to hear about our products. For me, I was introduced to the products just under 2 years from now, and my sister Beck actually introduced me to them. At the time, I was really struggling with my energy and trying to balance working full-time, being a single mum. I had my own health issues, suffered quite significant pain from high grade of endometriosis, and so lots of abdominal pain, found it very hard to exercise, and had massive afternoon slumps with my energy. So I was eating pretty badly. I was skipping breakfast and eating, going to drop into the bakery on the way to work and eating the wrong foods all at the wrong times of the day. And as soon as I started taking the products, I noticed a big change in my energy. And what I noticed at work was that in the afternoon, my fuzzy brain just wasn't fuzzy anymore, and I wasn't having those massive slumps in energy after lunch. So I was actually able to concentrate better, and I was sleeping better at night. And what I found after about looking back after the first 4 to 6 months of being on the product was that I actually realized that I had not as much pain from my endometriosis, and I wasn't having to take as much pain relief. And what that meant was I wasn't getting reflux, and I wasn't having to take reflux medication. So that was a gradual thing that I didn't really realize as it happened, but looking back on it was significant. I now am able to go to the gym and play sports with my son, and am much more active. and yeah, we're just eating a lot better. I use the program all the time for recipes, so each day, you know, I know that I'm bridging the gap if I have a bad day and we run out of time to do meal prep and eat healthy. But I'm also accessing all those recipes. We just love them. Caleb loves them. He absolutely loves the shakes and is taking the product as well. And he's had a huge benefit in. He's got anxiety and he's had a massive change in his energy and his anxiety as well. He's been able to decrease his medication and coping better at school with stress and all of that. So it's just been absolutely life-changing for me and for my family. So I'm so grateful to be given the opportunity to be introduced to the product. I'll be forever grateful for that. Yeah, so now it's my pleasure to introduce Yvette. Yvette is also going to share about her product story. Thanks, Yvette.
Hey, thanks, Rach. Yeah, so I've been on the product now for, well, my whole family has now been on the product for about 12 months. And the whole reason that I started Juice Plus and why it made so much sense to me was that about 12 months ago, my youngest was a year old, and I was actually suffering from postnatal depression, and I didn't really realise it at the time, but what that did was have the effects of you know, starting to feel lazy, not really eating properly, not wanting to not wanting to get up and exercise, just basically not wanting to eat properly, and we fell into a really bad trap and a very unhealthy trap at home of doing the whole takeout thing 3 times a week. So when I came across the product, I thought that I'd give it a go, and I was also working my first office job as well. So I was really relying heavily on coffee in the morning to get me started. And probably about 2 weeks into taking Juice Plus, I found that my energy levels had increased. I wasn't feeling so tired on my way to work in the morning. I only needed 1 cup of coffee to get me started when I got into the office. And I just felt like I had so much more energy to get through my day, which was really awesome. And that in turn spiraled into being able to go back to exercising and really starting to eat healthy as well. The other thing that I suffered from is, as Carlina was saying before, a really bad form of eczema called psoriasis, and it was all in my scalp, and it always used to flare up when I was under a lot of stress or heat or anything like that. And it had gotten to the stage where it was so bad it would bleed and really, really hurt in my scalp. And probably about 3 or 4 months into taking the product, I actually had completely gotten rid of the psoriasis, which was awesome. And I actually visited an old hairdresser that I hadn't seen for a couple of years to get my hair done a few weeks ago, and she had actually been with me the whole time and seen my psoriasis journey, and she was just blown away by it. It had been the first time that she had actually seen it and completely gone, so that was really cool. And now my kids take all the gummies. They just think it's a lolly. So every day my youngest gets his lollies. He absolutely devours those. And I just find that, you know, coming those things like colds and flus and things like that, it's they'll get them, but they're just a little runny nose and they're a lot shorter. They only last for a couple of days and everybody's well again. So that's our story so far. I'm going to hand you back to Beck. And yeah, thanks, Beck.
Thanks so much, Yvette. Thank you, girls, for sharing your story. I just love hearing how our products have helped you in the way that you needed to be helped for your health. Such individual stories, but everyone's health has been turned around. So that is so amazing. That's why I love doing this business, just hearing those stories. It's so encouraging. So often with this kind of a business that's online, people have some questions. I know I had lots of questions when I first heard about the business, and there can be some skepticisms as well. So we often get asked the same questions when people are interested in the business. So Rach is just going to share with us quickly about 2 of the main questions that seem to always come up. Thanks so much, Rach.
Thanks, Beck. Yeah, so 2 of the main questions that we get, well, you can probably guess the first one. Is this a pyramid scheme? Well, pyramid schemes were made illegal in the 70s, so it's definitely not one of those, because the company's been around for over 20 years, 30 years nearly, and if it was a pyramid, we would have been found out by now. It's worldwide business, and I guess the thing that I love about our business, traditional business and even the area where I work, my traditional job was in nursing. We have the entry-level nursing start down here, and then there's different positions to the chief nurse. And that's the same in all sort of traditional businesses or government organisations, where you've got all the workers here and there's less and less positions as you work up in your sort of professional structure. And you have to compete against colleagues to get there, and you have to do more training to get up the chain. What I love about Juice Plus is that we all enter at the same level, and rather than it being a pyramid, it's more of a rectangle where we all enter at this virtual franchisee level, and we all have the opportunity to reach the top positions, and there's unlimited number of top positions. And what I especially love about it is that you can't get to those top positions unless you're helping other people. And as we help each other, we all can progress up this professional structure in Juice Plus, which is awesome. The other really common query that we have when people are thinking, will I be able to do this job? Like, will I be able to do this business? Is do I know enough people? Like, am I going to have to hound my friends and family and be struck off the Christmas list because I have to share this product and business with everyone? So I just want to reassure you that this is not, you don't have to hunt down your friends and family. I'll just give you an example from my experience. As I said before, my sister Beck introduced me to the product, and once I was on the product, I started in the business as well. I introduced a lady by the name of Dora to the business, and Dora introduced a lady by the name of Alex. I've also introduced 3 or 4 other people. Beck has got lots of people, and Beck's upline is Belinda. Now, I don't know Belinda at all until I joined the business. Then I got to meet her, and she's helped me and encouraged me along the way. I also don't know any of Beck's other teammates until I've joined this event. And Beck now knows all of these other people. What I love about that is it means that we're all sort of, our businesses are growing and we're getting to know lots of different people. The other great thing about it is that if you have times in life, like everyone does, when life goes, a bit crazy and you can't focus as much on your business, all of the other people in your business are beavering away, and your business continues to grow because they continue to share and grow the business. So it's really important that we remember we don't have to know everyone, and we certainly don't have to harass our friends and family. So thanks, Beck. I'll pass back to you.
No worries. Thank you so much, Rach. I love that. We're all beavering away. But that's true. I remember being on a beach up in northern WA. I had no phone reception, and I still got paid for that month because my team were beavering away, even though I was out of range for a month. So that's awesome. Thanks so much for explaining all of that. That's great. I'd now like to introduce Jess, I think. No, Zoe, sorry. Zoe, you're going to explain how we get paid, which is also really different to traditional business, and a lot more exciting, I think. So, Zoe,
thanks, Beck.
No worries.
Hi, everyone. I love talking to you about how we get paid because not only is it my favourite time of the month, but it's a direct reflection of how many people we've helped. So I find that to be really rewarding and really amazing. So there's actually 3 ways we get paid in this business, and the first is retail. So the retail is the money you make on your customers' sales and your team's sales. So the best thing about this business is we don't have to order stock, we don't have to hold stock, we don't have to run parties. All we have to do is literally put our customer in touch with head office and they do the rest. So we don't have to hold anything. There's really low risk and really low setup fee as well. It's just $165 And for that to provide unlimited earning potential, I think is just incredible. The other thing I love about it is it really is a recommendation business. So just like you would recommend a good movie or a good restaurant to your friends, you recommend the product that you love. So I find it really easy because I love the product, so I love sharing it with everyone that I know. The next way we get paid in this business is through commission. So this is the residual income or the passive income in the business, and this is what you might hear termed as the beach money. And that's because as your business grows, your customer sales increase and your team increases, you start to build momentum in the business. And that means that sometimes you can literally be sitting on a beach or sitting in a cafe, not doing much work at all, and the money is still rolling into your bank account. I think this is awesome because you can take holidays. You can know that if something happens to you and you can't work on your business, you still have that insurance policy of that residual income coming in. And that's one of the main reasons I got into this business as well, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a nurse and I'm in the casual role at the moment. So unless I show up, I don't get paid. So I find the residual income side of this business really cool. And the third way we get paid is through bonuses. We all love bonuses, right? In my 10-year career of nursing, I don't think I ever received a bonus. So to get a bonus in this business in the first 10 days, I was like blown away. I think I nearly fell off my chair when I realized it was happening. And what I love about it is the company is so supportive. You know, they encourage you to hit next levels by offering all these bonuses, and it's not only for you, but it's for your team. So it's such an encouraging environment to be in. When you help your team and their team to grow, you get bonuses as well. So I love the supportive community. I love the structure of the business, and I'm sure you will too. So thanks for listening, and I'm going to pass you on to Jess now, who's going to share with us about her business story. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Zoe. Hi, my name's Jess. I came into this business through seeing a post on Facebook. I'm a mum of a 18-month-old and currently still on extended maternity leave from my FIFO position. My husband and I have been pretty financially stressed, and he's recently left his job where he's home every night to go back to FIFO and being away for weeks at a time. And, you know, the thought of me going back to working away is pretty scary. I really didn't want to have to leave my baby for weeks at a time or have to put her into full-time daycare. I really love that I said yes to this business, as it's given me the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mum and, you know, work in an industry that I'm really passionate about and potentially replace my husband's income, which is really exciting and looking forward to the future. Thanks, and I'll hand back to Zoe.
Thanks, Jess. I love that I got into this business. I think it was about 6 months ago now. I saw, I think, a post on Facebook, and at the time I was a stay-at-home mum. I've got 3 kids. The youngest is going to be 1 in a couple of weeks, and the concept of having to return to work was really making me nervous and anxious, but I knew that I needed to create another income because the bills didn't stop coming in. We were under a lot of financial stress, and my husband was working so hard, and I just felt like I needed to help contribute. So I followed it up, and I was really skeptical at first. It took a while for me to take the chance, and I'm so glad that I did say yes, because I've met an amazingly supportive community. I love the team. I love the whole structure of the business. I love that I've connected with all these people who I never would have met otherwise. And I also love that we get to share this amazing product that I really truly believe in. So this business has given me the ability to stay home with my kids. I haven't had to use daycare. I've been able to choose how going back to work looks for me, which is just doing some weekend work, which works in really well. And this first time in 3 years that I haven't been stressed with all the back to school supplies. I've actually been able to just go in and buy them and not, shop at 10 different shops just to find the cheapest bargain on rulers and backpacks. So I'm stoked about that. And I, just love sharing this opportunity with other mums especially. So if you're on here tonight, I really encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you on, because you won't regret it if you join this amazing community. So thanks. I'll hand you back to Beck.
Thanks so much, Zoe. Thank you everyone for sharing tonight. It's been just an amazing night hearing everyone's stories, and the theme that's running through is awesome product, but also just an awesome opportunity to dream again and to create a life that we actually are happy living, to give us more choices, as Zoe just said. Just order the book pack and not have to stress about how you're going to pay for it. It's just those small things that can make life so much more enjoyable. So as Zoe's already said, if you have questions, I just urge you to reach out to whoever sent you this link and get those questions answered. I'm super excited about inviting people to look at this opportunity, because I know what it's done for me and what it's done for all these amazing girls on here. And we just have so much fun together. You could barely even call this work. We just, are creating great relationships and doing things that we never thought we'd be doing. And it just feels like, to me, it feels like I'm living again. I've found my spark. So I just encourage you to have a think about whether that's something that resonates with you. And if it is, I look forward to seeing you maybe on this event, sharing your story soon. So thanks for having a look at what we're doing, and I hope you have a great night. See you next time.